Motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve the contract.
Motion made by Bob. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Chris. All in favor? Unanimous. Okay, agenda item number 7, Animal Control Officer Tammy Ray to address a question posed by Dr. Mike Jones at a previous meeting concerning the operation of the city animal control facility. Mike didn't show? Okay. Okay. I think on what is the third page of Mike's, he's got the summary for action by the city council, those 5 items.
Solutions, is that what it is?
Pardon me?
Solutions?
Well, he's got the summary for action by the city council on the third page of Mike's.
Summary for council, third page, Tim.
In mine?
No, his.
Okay. All right. Oh, this one's mine. Okay. Summary for the council. Mike spoke to you guys about our adoption procedures and that he didn't feel like we were doing everything according to the way it should have been done. His summary, Glen Animal Shelter already goes. This is our rebuttal back to Mike's. We already go by the Texas Health and Safety Code 828 sterilization agreement. That is our adoption form, and it is stated on there that we go by chapter 828. And when people sign our adoption agreement, and I gave you all an example of our agreement, that they are agreeing to have their animals sterilized, and they are agreeing to go prepay for a rabies and a sterilization, and bring us back the receipt and or, you know, a letter of recommendation from their vet if the vet can't fix it at that moment. We've had very good luck with the people doing this, and his next thing is the 3-part adoption form, which is, we're seeing that as pointless. That's the 3-part little form he had, this right here. Basically, the way we're understanding it, and I did call his office and talk to his lady at the desk, and she went back and forth with him and me. I was asking, does this money go back to the adopter? They pay $75 at town hall, which basically puts more work off on the ladies. They take this voucher to the vet. The 50 of it comes back for spay and neuter, and 15 for rabies and a microchip, which we don't require a microchip. I asked him on this form, what happens with this money? And when the voucher comes back to us, do the people that pay the $75 get the money back, 65 of it, and the city keeps 10? And he did tell me, no, the vet gets that. The vet gets that money, which I don't see as right when the people have already paid the vet for the full spay, neuter, and rabies. And I did also ask if $50 or any kind of discount would be coming off the price of the spay or the neuter, and he said he would take 50 off. But that doesn't mean none of the other vets will. So, but the 15, they're not, as far as I know, dropping.
So what would be the total cost we're talking about right now?
Depending on,
Well,
yeah.
if everything was left exactly the same as he was talking about, how much would it cost?
If he, whatever their original, depending on the weight of your dog, is what they go by. On a spay, on a female, if she's a 50-pound dog, that could be $125. And that's a spay. And then, of course, then the rabies is 15 to below on some vets.
So we're in the 150.
Yeah, and then they're paying $75 here.
So 2 1/4.
Right. So, to me,
Our idea is to get the animals into a home somewhere that somebody might take care of them instead of us having to put them
Yeah.
to sleep.
and to me, I have never, I kind of joke with people out there and tell them that you're prepaying for the spay, neuter, and the rabies, that's your adoption fee. Basically, it's the sterilization agreement is what it is. That's all it is. It's, rather than having an adoption fee on top of it.
So
know.
what is it now? We're all the way
We
up.
don't have an adoption fee right now.
So what does
what
it
they-
cost to get an animal?
Yeah,
That's what
it's to go get your animal fixed, prepaid at the vets.
So that is,
Depending on, they can call any vet they want and get the best price.
okay.
I do not recommend any certain vet.
What does it cost for, we have to have a guarantee of a rabies shot and,
And sterilization,
which is what?
spay or
I
neuter.
mean, which is how much money?
It's 125.
125
That's
at,
125.
$4.50 dog, and then a $15 rabies.
All right.
And that's a deposit for these 3 vets in town.
But they just negotiate that with the vet and bring you back certification they had it done.
well, we have a little calendar that we have purchased and put on the wall. And it's a 90-day calendar. And when that person adopts, we have an adoption pending file, and we write their name when that animal is due to be done, fixed. And we write it on the calendar, and we let them know that we're gonna call them. And if we call it, can't get a hold through the vet, or we get a hold of the owner, they can bring it back to us, the proof that, because the vet gives them receipts.
Yeah.
And it shows on there that this animal was done on this day. They can either bring it in, or we'll call the vet. And we usually ask the vet, can we get a copy of that? So,
How many times have you been where you can't get the person?
well, true, and
And it doesn't happen, I mean.
yeah. People also know that if something happens to the dog, they know to call us. If the dog didn't make it, it got run over by a car or something like that before it got in to get sterilized, they know to call us and let us know. And even when we call them and they didn't call us, I'm sorry, the dog died.
95% of the
Yeah.
time they do it, right?
Right. So,
So we do basic state requirements, is that what we do?
we
I mean,
do
you
things
just make it
exactly
hard
what
for
the
people
state asks
to
us
do
to
something
do.
that helps.
And our ordinance has adopted all the state stuff, so. And, that's, I think I've answered like, what, 1, 2, and 3 here, which I don't see the ladies having extra paperwork, you know, on top of everything for $10. If they want to charge a $10 adoption fee, I'll be more than happy to do that, rather than the whole 75. If the people were getting something out of it, getting a reimbursement back, I would be happy with that. But not for it to go back to the vet. That's double payment to me.
How are we distributing information as far as for vets, local or out-of-town vets? Are you giving them an option, or are you telling them?
I tell them they can call any vet they want to
Okay.
and get your best price. And whichever vet this is the weight of the dog, which I am waiting to get a scale so I can get more accurate on my weights. But I still tell them a general weight. Call the vets up, tell them it's a female, it's 25, 30 pounds, and tell the vet that, and that it needs to be spayed. And then they'll get the price from the vet, and they can pick whichever vet they want to go and pay his price, because each vet has a different price. So, just like their rabies are all different, which is weird. So, and down here, the last one, the state does not require adopted animals to have a microchip from us. We don't require it, the state doesn't require it. That is something new that has gone through the veterinary board. It's, that's between the owner and the vet. So, we don't have to have a microchip. So,
Bottom line, y'all just had an inspection, what, a month ago, something like that, by the state?
yes, they came in and inspected us, and we are satisfactory once again.
Okay, so,
So,
not any problems?
none at all, I hope. The last one is the little last comment he made about having people in Somerville County go to just Somerville County vets to keep the business here. And people that adopt from us out of county can go to any vet they want, which I do not see as right. That's taking your rights away. It's like me saying you can only eat at Burger King and you can't eat anywhere else. Yeah, in Somerville County.
No, we can go there.
You know, I think we operate a real good system out there right now with Tammy taking care of it. I think she does a wonderful job in placing animals and working out there. And I don't see a reason to change our system as long as we're compliant with the state, which obviously we are, because they came through and inspected, so.
I agree.
And I have to thank Randy. She helped go through a lot and do a lot of this also.
A lot of good
Keep on
stuff.
keeping on.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
You're doing a good job with smaller areas to have to work with out there.
Thank you.
Well, there's nothing to vote on this, it's just, discussion.